How you doing? It's Tom here, crypto blogger, aka techbait.net. I just wanted to say a little something here about the overall market and Ethereum. So let's just play some of this Bloomberg stuff.
Projects that have been launched on Ethereum that you describe as promising. The underlying platform, though, still is not particularly robust with respect to scaling. A few months ago, there was a collectible cats card game that basically brought the whole thing to a halt. What is the timeline?
He's talking about CryptoKitties, which back when it was starting out or very popular or in the news, it was causing a lot of network congestion with Ether. Ether's pretty quick transaction times and low fees, but that started to become a little bit of a problem because CryptoKitties was clogging up the network. It became so popular. Transaction times took longer. It was kind of like a pain, like the way Bitcoin's transaction times and fees were going up, but it eventually came back down. Thankfully, they did a few things to optimize.
Kind of a roadmap where someone can launch something and it can be sort of expected to really run without slowing down the network.
So it is remarkably robust with respect to security, and throughout history, software developers have been pushing the bounds on scalability for every platform that they've been on. We've traded high transaction throughput for this new trust infrastructure that enables better collaboration. We are seeing technologies like state channels. We're seeing technologies like Plasma that's going to ramify this year in the next few months for different kinds of applications. The CryptoKitties application was one excellent test showing us where some of our clients were weak, and some of those issues have been fixed already, and it shows us how we can build better, more scalable architecture.
Okay, so he's talking about how Ethereum is getting better, how they're evolving it and upgrading it, etc. So Ethereum is progressing, it's evolving, okay? These guys aren't just sitting still. And then you go look at good old coin market cap today. I have them priced in Ethereum right now for a reason. Let's see if this works. My trading bot. I have a trading bot, a Java trading bot that runs 24/7 on one of my other computers, and it doesn't make a lot of profit right now because the market's been so crappy, but I use Ethereum as my base currency, and so basically, these dollar values will go up as Ethereum's price creeps back up, but you look mainly at the Ethereum, the amount of Ethereum. I have almost 1.5 Ethereum in my whole account for trading purposes. Right now, I have an open balance of 0.225 Ethereum that it's working with. The reason why some of these things are tied up in what we call DCA bags, and that's the problem. The market's been tanking, so my bot's been kind of like hobbled a bit. It'll come back. It still is doing trading. We're just skimming the cream off the top. It does a lot of micro trades where you make a few cents here and there. As the market gets better, this thing can earn anywhere from, I don't know, $10 and up per day. It's something, right? It keeps building up the Ethereum balance. I'm eager to see what this thing can do in a really good market. I think it's going to get better and better. It's been a really tough market for this thing right now. But I use Ethereum as my base trading pair. So I'm building my Ethereum position with this. And it works. I go off to work. This thing's working 24/7, so it's really cool. And so that's why sometimes I do this. I keep this in Ethereum so I can see how things are doing relative to Ethereum, not US dollars. It shows me the market. When there's volatility up and down, red and green, that's better for trading with my bot. But if you go back to USD, which is what most people look at, Right now we're a lot of red. Now you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube where they're saying, "Oh, we've been in the green. We're back in the bull market." No, we're not back in the bull market. You know, these guys. It's amazing. The minute this thing goes green, you get a bunch of YouTube videos saying, "Oh, look at the bulls are running." No, they're not running. These guys. I really wish these guys would stop with the bull crap. I mean, people can see through it. You know, I just call it like it is. I mean, look. It's going to take a little while for this thing to bounce back in any kind of a bull market. Yeah, we had a little bounce yesterday because of the G20 thing, because they came out with a positive announcement saying, you know, cryptos aren't a big thing right now. They're not looking for crazy regulation or anything like that. That's a great thing. It's all positive. It doesn't mean we're back in the bull market. But yeah, so get on over to techbait.net here, my site. It does RSS scraping of various topics. I have crypto at the top and other technology after that. It's a really great resource, but you know, it grabs everything, including FUD articles, anything to do with the subjects at hand. The one that I grabbed yesterday is this one. This guy here, this John Krudel with the New York Post. This guy, this is just pure FUD. Bitcoin proving to be nothing more than a con. You read this thing, it's humorous because this is literally all it is. It's literally just like 3 tiny paragraphs. His opinion, which means nothing. But here you go. He talks about how it was trading. It's Bitcoin is fairly priced at 0, and this is amazing. This and all the other crypto outfits are con. It's a con. You know, he's saying it's a con. It's amazing. This guy. I actually wrote to him. So what you can do is you can click on his little drawn picture here and email the author. You can email this guy through a form. Okay, John Krudel, New York Post, doesn't know what he's talking about. Here you go. This is not my one I use, but you pull this thing up, and you know, I sent him a little email saying basically, dude, maybe you should stop writing about things you don't understand because it just makes you look like a stupid old man. And that's exactly what he comes off as with the ridiculous little hit piece on Bitcoin. He knows nothing about Bitcoin, blockchain, or anything, and these things end up in the news, and there's people out there who read this garbage and actually think because it's printed somewhere with an outfit like the New York Post that it's got some kind of credence, and it doesn't. But anyway, my site grabs all the articles, positive or negative, so just understand that. But you know, it gives you you get a little insight into the news, okay, what's going on. And of course, CoinMarketCap gives you stuff. As a matter of fact, oops, back to that guy. There's I have widgets on my site which also show from TradingView as well. It's got all the coins, got a lot of cool stuff. So techbait.net, make it part of your news gathering arsenal. Okay, very easy, catchy little URL, and you got all this stuff at your fingertips. It updates regularly. Okay. It does all the work, grabbing all your RSS articles together on the subject, and you just read it from time to time. Please share it with your friends, with your social media. I'd appreciate that. And use it. It's a resource. So understand, Ethereum, I'm bullish on Ethereum long term. You know, Ethereum is basically at a bargain price right now. I mean, it's in the 5s. I never, you know, I didn't know this big crash was coming in crypto like this. You know, when this thing was up to 1,400, I never expected it to be down in the 5s again. So if you've got money on the sidelines, look, I don't know how low this is going to go, like if it'll go lower than this or it's done dropping and it's going to stay here for a while and then creep back up. I'm bullish long term on Ethereum. I mean, how can you not be, right? Except if you're Tone Vays and you think Ethereum and everything other than Bitcoin is a scam. These maximalists crack me up. But yeah, I mean, there are things on the platform. It's a platform, so it's going to be going places, right? But of course, there's not everything on the platform is good or viable. You're going to have failures with ICOs. You're going to have scams and things like that that try to run on Ethereum. You know, it's the way things are. You know, so yeah, you will see announcements by regulatory bodies or enforcement bodies like the SEC or whatever that they're closing down such and such an ICO because it's questionable, and maybe that one happens to be running on Ethereum. I mean, there's several platforms these things could run on. Ethereum's the biggest one with the smart contracts, etc. So, but it's in a position where it's not just like some cryptocurrency. It's this whole platform that can have this whole ecosystem on top of it. And if you look at my news articles, I'm not sure. Here you go. A new generation of games on Ethereum is going to be enabled by Loom Network. So this is another, this sort of thing, right? This sort of thing. So here you go. Ethereum could, you know, it's got this sort of thing going for it. Look at this, Crypto Zombies. A company that was responsible for Crypto Zombies, which was a learning resource that teaches developers how to write smart contracts using a sequence of interactive guides. So see, there's a lot going on with Ethereum, right? Speed and scalability, development of DApp chains. They mentioned CryptoKitties here. You got a bunch of ERC20 tokens running on Ethereum, right? Gaming on the Ethereum blockchain. This is big stuff. This is bullish for Ethereum long term, okay? So, you know, there's a lot of coins that are great that you can be bullish on long term. Litecoin being one of them, Neo being another, VeChain, VET, Ven switching to VET soon with the Thor, with the RFID stuff. All of these things are at a bargain right now. So I mean, if you tethered up before this thing, then you're in a great position. So you know, I'm using my trading bot to build my ETH position over time, and also, you know, if I get money on the outside to dump into this thing, you know, right now it's the hardest to figure out what you're going to put it into if you have it. You know, do you go with something smaller like Neo or VET or whatever to get more gains because they, you know, they're priced lower so they can grow, they can double your money more as they grow versus something like Ethereum. But Ethereum right now at like 5 something could potentially has a lot of capacity too. I mean, they're talking about long-term Ethereum going to like 2,500 or higher. We don't know that it's going to do that, but it's a possibility. So I think Ether's got a lot going for it. So anyway, I guess that's about it for now. Just wanted to drop a video about that stuff. And you know, look, the market's the market. You could be in a bull trap right now. It could be going down again. We don't know what the Japanese Mt. Gox trustee is going to do, or who's going to come out with some FUD next, or you know, what regulatory agency is going to decide to do something heavy-handed. These are just things that happen, and the market is subject. This is a volatile market. It's going to react to things like this. So let's hopefully, you know, hopefully things will be on a creep back up now. But nobody knows. And all these YouTubers are saying they know this, or this is definitely going to moon. They don't really know anything. They're just, they're clickbaiting. They're throwing darts at the wall and hoping one sticks. If you make enough predictions, eventually something is going to stick, and you could claim accuracy on that. You know, you'd have to ignore all the ones that didn't work out. You know, and even Nostradamus, majority of his stuff failed. You know, didn't come true. We just look at the ones that were successful and say, "Oh, look at that." It's the same thing with these YouTubers. A lot of these guys. I watch a lot of this stuff, but You know, I had to unsubscribe from a few that were just like every other day. It was this one's going to moon, that one's going to moon. I mean, come on, is everything going to moon? You know, ridiculous after a while. Some of the clickbait stuff is just drives me crazy. Look, I'm a realist here. I'm going to sit here and talk about this stuff. I'm going to look at it and maybe come up with something good. I provide the resource with my website, techbait.net, so I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit the notification. That would have some value to me. I'd appreciate it. Share me out with friends, my channel. Of course, use the website, techbait.net. I mean, look, I'm actually offering a website I created that has these constantly updating news sources for my subscribers to use. I mean, anybody can use it, right? Just a URL. But, you know, I'm actually providing something on the outside of YouTube that I believe is a useful tool for people to keep up on the news in this space and other tech news as well. It's a great little site. You really need to check it out. And make it, bookmark it, homepage it, whatever. Make it part of your daily regimen. And it really looks good on a smartphone too. It's one big column like it is here, and it, you know, you click on an article, it launches a new window or tab with the article. You close that, and you're back to the main view. And like I said, it updates all day long. As news sources update, it grabs new feeds and updates itself automatically. So anyway, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications, and I would appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel, and that's it. So I will tune out now and go about my daily business of commuting into New York City every day. I basically do this at like 4 or 5 in the morning to and then move on with my day. So that's it. See you next time.